switch up, so that's fine. So we're gonna have Joker on the Inara. So we saw him yesterday. He's so slippery.
On Miho, is Q even lost a match on Miho? Like,
I think he's got 100% win rate on it with Miho.
Like, you don't want to give this guy Miho because if he's on first pick, they lost the first match when Joker's team were on A side and they first picked Miho. Giving over again seems just like a mistake. Certainly, I would have rather seen the Ishtar or something. That would have been a hero of it, perhaps. I would have enjoyed seeing more that you can actually counter harder than you can the Miho, because with Ishtar, she still needs to get to the back line, where Miho, she can just dive straight onto it.
You just blink right on top of your main carry, shut them down, and blink out. So that should be an easy win condition for them. And no heroes here are insanely good to, like, counter it, because they pick the Tony, which I always said, like, Tony is a really good pick with Catherine to just shut down the Miho when she dives you up. And same for Viola, if you got the Lullaby, you can just put her to sleep and really take her out of the equation really quickly. So I'm not a fan of the draft actually coming out from the Joker's team.
Yeah, I do think that Joker's team actually have drafted the best comp out here. I just think it's so hard, obviously, as you mentioned, for Joeyscags team to shut down the Miho.
I mean, like, Joeyscags team have
all five. They got the Kensei, right? But
yeah.
Realistically, if the Kensei gets shut down, then he's still alive. We're looking perhaps at Tsukiyomi's coming out later in the fight, not as perhaps the first CC to come out, waiting for it to come out after Crucible to guarantee that land on the Rezan. Certainly, it's going to be a challenge for the side of Joeyscags, which is going to shut down this pick. As well, we talk about, obviously, Vijay Josui now onto the Scarf, not Oscuri. It will be him on the Sammy this time.
I just realized in my intro I actually inverted the team name, so my apologies for that, guys, and my apologies for that, but that's just okay. We'll just jump into the action anyways. Mid lane, though, a bit of poking happening on both sides. No Man Vagabond going to be extremely low on this encounter. Do not forget about the Adagio buff on his Agent of Wrath. Now he gets an empowered 2 extra basic attacks over the board, so even if playing Roam in the early game stage, you can bully really hard the opposing side with an extra 6 basic attack empowered on that ability. So really, that is why it's in No Man Vagabond struggling for his HP, because he's just getting taken so many basic attacks from that first encounter, and he just can't get anywhere close to really help out Oscuri. So even Oscuri's going to have a hard time dealing with this one. Though, going to take a bit of damage, but it's very low on energy. Vijay Josui on his first shopping rotation, he's going to have to get that self as energy management item, just like an energy battery or void battery, even if he really wants to go down that path, because Scarf really relies on early game energy.
Yeah, Oscuri now returning the favors, and the damage going to have Cockability just block the damage up there. Vijay Josui is going to go back and shop, and so is No Matter One. We'll say that Spitfire is not going to land. I thought that Spitfire would connect instead onto the Lorelei, but it's going to connect onto the Moon system.
Just checking out some stuff with the Twitch chat right now, but we're good with that.
I mean, the build right now, not looking like.
I mean, it's just the early game. You can't really say much. Vijay Josui going for like the more early game focus like build was like triple crystal biddies, and did get themselves that energy battery, which we were expecting. But other than that, yeah, just no surprises whatsoever. Just really standard early game phase.
Exactly. Here, Max Man, we do see Joeyscags. I mean, I want to see Joeyscags on this Kensei, right? Like, I want to see how plays as Kensei, because I don't think we've seen Joeyscags at all so far in this tournament on the Kensei. So it's going to be interesting, especially considering now he's up against the Miho in terms of any bot laners. He's also up this Tony as well, which is super tanky, super hard to shut down as a Kensei. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays against.
Yeah. After Tony, I'm not a fan of top lane Tony, to be completely honest. The reason why is because the cooldown for his abilities as AMB early to mid game stage is actually really long, so it's actually pretty hard to like find really good trades in your favor. But Joeyscags is going to be able to get himself back just in time. But oh, that was actually a little bit surprising. Really wanted that minion, seems like, but Life was around the corner. He was feeling confident, so he just came in. Nice double hook coming out from Life. He does get a little bit of extra tick damage, but nothing too significant, and hit an extra 2 hooks. He's been really consistent on that ability. You got to say that. Like, he's really good on his Churnwalker.
Yeah, certainly you have to be expected to be right now. This is best of the best Max Man. Speaking of best, Oscuri almost just burned down. The damage is not going to take over. Just one more would have done it. but not going to find a kill. Still 0 kills, 4.5 minutes in. The gold lead, only about 500 gold in favor of Joker's team. Really nothing right now in the early game. But we look at, again, we just talk about this early game in the bot lane. Actually, I want to talk about this Miho. Obviously against the Churnwalker and the Arden, this potential to shut Kyo down is going to be really important. We talked about it in game 1, being able to shut down this Miho before she can get to late game is so vital, and Live certainly doing that with this jungle rotation here.
So he will be coming in with the engage, gets to kill the 2 little camps, so Kyo will be coming on top of that skirmish. But we were talking a lot into the jar phase of what could potentially shut down Kyo on the opposing side of really Midget's gang, but we didn't talk really on their side, on the side of Team Joker. What helps Kyo on this Miho really be consistent and really stick to the target? And that, of course, is going to be the one and only Inara. Pops the ultimate, gets the extra move speed, and he's going to be able to just harass that backline, especially a Scurry. Even if he does go Frostburn, he's just going to be able to be really consistent on that ability and really just stick to them, get his burst damage, which is why I would personally recommend to Kyo to go for the build at Wispy, Swordblade, Tension Bow, Double Time Radical. I think they'll make a lot of sense here. Just take out of the picture Scurry or Joeyscags extremely quickly, and then just focus out on Life, Rudy, and Nomad, the 3 remaining tanks. But Scurry taking quite a heavy hit.
Here.
Ooh, getting pretty scary.
Does come out. The dive onto Joeyscags will manage to find the first blood door onto Scarf. Will manage to get away. The damage not going to quite be enough to basic attacks. Not going to finish off the Kensit there from Crocodilia. Now, will be one to trade there. Really aggressive 4-man dive onto VG Josui there is going to pay for it with his life.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Got a little bit overzealous with their positioning, but still, you know what? Joeyscags did himself a nice early kill. He's got his Serpent Mask now. He's going to go for the House and Charges next because of the energy management he can offer, and also because of the short cooldown on the boots. He's got the shortest cooldown. But yeah, you see Kyo there go down to the hands of Rudy. So that's a great job from it. He does have the Storm Crown, like, can outmaneuver a little bit. And also Kyo did not have his first item, and he still doesn't have it at this stage. So he's going to have a hard time dealing with this. But Kyo is down to 48 CS. Check out Joeyscags is at 50, so they're still really close respectively on both sides.
They're maintaining that CS neutral and not allowing that kill's really going to put him behind and allow Joeyscags to use this opportunity of heal back into the lane to get that slight advantage in CS, which is really going to help coming into these later stages of the fight, especially considering that both Kenzie and the Miho are going to require to get the late game. Nomad background always going down though to the Scarf. The Josui going down very low here at 5% of his health, a couple hundred health remaining on him. It will actually be Josui looking to get him out. Only 200 health still remaining on Nomad. Has to be so careful. 2 base attacks will do it. 1 Spitfire, but not going to be enough as they don't find the damage and don't see him putting back there. The engagement there has come out. They've stolen away the CP buff here, Maxman, but they are looking to get this Torn Deadly Holiday, trying to go in, but realize it's too much with the pullback. Not going to find it, but Joker coming in though. And it is going to be the captain of the team that's going to help burn through the side of the fight onto the Churnwalker. It doesn't matter. And now it's Oscar going to fall. Maxman. And now Joeyscags not going to die either. It's going to be a 2-for-0 trade there. As Joeyscags once again diving in the late part of the fight and securing our kills.
Yeah, Joeyscags doing some decent performance once again. Still 1-0 over the board. But still, this is slowly slowing down. Rotation to the bot lane for Joker and Kyo. Can they go for the stun? He is level 8, so that means he can refresh his Ryzen, but the turret's so low.
They want it, Max.
Oh, they do want it, and he gets the kill just before the gauntlet lands. Joker going to try and almost going down there. The block was a little bit too early, but Kyo, can he find a turret? No, Kyo. Oh my god, he had to pop the flask too. And he also ults, but a little bit too late there. Kyo feels bad, man. A little bit of failure in bot lane, but they get the kill on the Arden, and at the end, that's what they were mainly looking for. The turret should go down very soon, so they can just change their mind and change their focus for the time being. As Life in the mid lane gets a hook and chain on Crocodilia, will not turn anything into significant matter. So really a slow push will be happening into mid lane, and the Screw is just so low, they could potentially even find an objective.
Dawn didn't quite land. There was aggressive one to find that hit on the Oscuri there. Spitfire's not going to land either. He's just going to clear that wave under his turret. So we're looking at CS right now, about 85 on Joeyscags versus only about 71 to Oscuri. So Joeyscags doing a really good job of zoning Samuel under his turret, putting the minions under his turret and making him lose his CS. And as a result of this, he's now 2 items up and obviously got the reflex block, that extra tier 1 items with the crystal bits as well. Obviously Oscuri just slightly behind it as a result of the CS deficit. We also see it reflected in the team-wide gold advantage, about 26k to about 25. So about 1,000 gold here. The turret has gone down in the bot side for Kyo and Joeyscags, looking to push down in the top lane equally to get his own turret.
A little bit of action coming on through over the board. This invade will get denied finally by the Joker's team. Kyo going to be down to about mid HP, so he's got to be careful if he does decide to pull the trigger, because those Blood for Bloods from the Arden, Wizard Stormcrown proc are doing quite a heavy amount of work on his HP bar. So he's got to be a little bit more respectful, or the fish food would have almost been able to connect on Kyo. But he's just going to be fine, and will be able to get himself out of that CC. Almost going to be hitting the 11-minute mark, 3-2 on the board. Just about 1k gold advantage for the Joker. So still, I talk about it a lot, like 1k gold lead in about 10 minutes, that is nothing. They can easily overlook that and it wouldn't be too much of an issue.
Exactly right. I mean, certainly though, the gold difference is certainly reflected. However, in this 15 CS lead during the mid lane, they get on the scarf, as I say, Oscuri is behind and they need to just be wary of this, that all the gold right now is really piling up on Joeyscags.
So Joeyscags went for the Spellfire first item. Love it or hate it. Got 2 different kind of scores on that one. But be careful though, Rudy does get stunned up, refreshes the cooldown of the Horizon ability from Kyo. And that means he can pull the trigger again if he wants to. Also his ultimate is off cooldown. So that is A-OK. Seemed like the both team are just going to be just poking around, just trying to get a little bit of tick damage around top of Rudy, and also the Churn will get played by Life. So they can win the potential fight. If it did break out, but it seemed like it did not right now, Joker got himself the pulse sweep, so that's going to be looking good for him. Get an extra bit of slow if he does take a little bit of damage from the opposing side. And now a big rotation towards mid. What we see, Dragon Breath coming up through.
Yeah, the Dragon Breath certainly coming in. Now the Oblivion's bit happening onto the side of the Samuel, but this matters. We can't find Oscuri. He's just so slippery. They're not going to find him. Tsukumi will miss as well. He's so able just to survive. Magnet will find him. Kyo on the back line does manage to find him, but not before. Obviously, the Scarf and Inara have gone down as well. Kyo had to get out there. Samuel, just so difficult to shut down Oscuri. Excellent place to make work of the turrets to get the damage onto both the Scarf and Inara. It will, however, unfortunately be the first tier turret going down as well. Kyo just wants more though, and will be
nice done.
used, but cancelled out, and that will be Rudy just going to hate that move there, and we taunt back in, and now Rudy Crucible has been popped out. Joeyscags wanting more though. He's wanting the intro, just gonna absolutely fail though.
Feels bad, man. It happens, you know, but when it happens on broadcast, unfortunately, you know that the Twitch chat is gonna laugh about that just a little bit. Yeah. That is okay. It happens to the best of us. Even Joeyscags on a Kensator, that's okay. He did go forward infusion just a few seconds ago, so he really wanted to try and win that next fight for his team. Unfortunately, wasn't able to really have the impact he was looking for. Max. Yeah, he really wanted that wall there. Take that wall, deal with it, take it. But he was still standing on the good, fancy 2-0 situation. He's got actually 110 CS in 30 minutes. That's very, very close to perfect farming in the world of Vainglory. Yeah, it's almost perfect CS. That is really good play from Joeyscags.
Yeah, I mean, these rotations coming out, the fact that Joey is not only being able to maintain this perfect CS, but also rotate around and get these kills across the game is so important for getting this lead ahead, and it's been paying off so far.
I mean, the only thing that really Joeyscags misses at this point is a reflex block, because he does get countered by Deadly Hollow. Like, when I play Tony in my ranked games, I always love playing into a Kensei because it's so easy to shut down and allow your team to get easy damage output on that kind of pickup. So he's got to be careful though. Joker going to be caught out of position, taking quite a bit of damage with Triple Man Taunt Whip coming on through for the Tony. Can they turn out anything significant? The Trespass will be blocked out. Burst of Judgment from the Adagio will be coming on through, but it doesn't do too much as another Crucible will be seeing the dawn of day. Joker once again taking quite a heavy amount of damage, but Vigilhost will pop in the last second. Will survive the encounter. Water War on top of the Kensei. He does make it out of life a little bit longer, but look at that. The HP bars are just so low on the side of Midget's gang. Bada beam, bada boom, making Artem go closer to Kyo, but it doesn't focus on him, and it doesn't matter. And they were just all so low, but Joeyscags coming in clutch with the 35 breaking point stack, and they get themselves a juicy 3 kills for their side. But Joeyscags, wake up, my boy, and he does wake up just in time to clap the cheeks of your friend. I'm Kyo.
Joker doesn't care, Max. He wants into the fight. He wants to find Joey.
Joker?
He's so low. He's gonna get a kill. Max, shut him down.
I'll avenge my teammates.
Well.
I'll avenge him. He's got a 5-second cooldown. He's waiting to play around the cooldown right now. He's been very cautious. 1 more second on the board. Is he going to go for the re-engage? I do think he's going to go for it. No, he's taking... Oh, no, he's going to go actually a little bit more passive here. And he knows he regrets his decision. And he's going to be taken over by Rudy with the Blood for Blood Aftershock... Blood for Blood Stormcrown proc. And Aftershock proc. He has both, actually. I was not wrong.
So aggressive. He should have taken that kill. Gotten out there. Because certainly losing that is going to... for the death timers then I think 20 seconds now, then without a extra member in the result of this, they are just going to have to be wary if any gangs coming out, but unfortunately Tony has secured that top lane turret there for the side of Joker's team, and that will be 8-6 on the turret scores right now. We are 15.5 minutes into the game. The goal lead has evened out with that team fight there. Joeyscags has been able, with that engagement with his team, to secure a neutral gold in this 15.5 minutes game so far.
So I'm happy to see that Kyo on this Mio is actually going for the itemization pass I was talking about earlier, going for the Sword Blade, Tension Bow, potentially going to be double time Monocle. He could go also for a Tornado Trigger if he feels comfortable with that, and just to be able to like be a little bit more consistent, because you do have 3 tanks and you have to have a consistent way to shut them out of the game. So Tornado Trigger could also really help out if he does feel confident on that. He does need to get himself, a block just to be in case, like if you got a lucky hook and chain that goes on through on top of on Kyo, you need a reliable way to really block that CC coming out, because if he gets CC'd once, because he's so squishy, he's going to get melted out by this Samuel, or also by Joeyscags on this Kensei.
Exactly, has to give you here. I mean, they look like they're go swinging. Won the objective here, Max Man, but if anything, we have to say something different about Red and Bragg. Let's him come in now. The dark news already going to come out. There will actually be 1 member falling now. 2, 1 for 1, Max. And now the gauntlet. More members are dying. It looks like Joeyscags' team are just struggling against Miho. Miho is going to go in again. Triple kill for them. I'm Kyo. Impressive. And now Oshkiri going to run away. Not going to land. I'm Kyo. Not going to find him either.
That was such a good fight. They just threw everything they had in their inventory to really try and get that fight, and they got themselves 4 kills actually, to be completely exact, for themselves. Unfortunately, because they did lose Vigilhost on the Scarf, they lost Krokobulia, they're not really healthy enough to actually go for a global objective, to go for this potential Ghost Ring or Black Claw. So they're just going to be respectful on that one, try and maybe find a little bit more gold in favor of Kyo, because he's still only standing on 2 offensive tier 3 items. So when he gets to that tier 3, tier 4, 3 or 4 tier 3 items up his sleeve, that's when really you're going to see Kyo go completely ham. So right now he's still not getting too confident, he's not getting ahead of himself, he's just taking his time and waiting for his power spike to unveil himself. And when that happens, you know that they're just going to be taking fight after fight. But right now, it seems like that everyone is respawned, they're going to go straight for this Ghost Ring. And unfortunately, Kensei going to be a little bit too far off, but we have Rudy with the Blood for Blood Stormguard proc potential. Can he secure that himself?
Fight break down again. The fight, they're coming in.
Come on, Rudy.
You want that engage. Trespass should going to come out. It's going to get blocked up now. This taunt also blocked up. Gauntlet and Oblivion used. Now Dragon's Breath has been stunned up by the Gauntlet. Now really, Dragon's Breath stunned up again. The Dragon is repeatedly stunned, and now it will actually be Walker falling first, but it doesn't matter as the low health bars. Miho caught into the Ghost Wing pit. That will be 2 members falling, and they get the Ghost Wing, but they lost 2 members, and they're gonna lose the mid lane turret.
Sorry guys, I'm dying. I saw Vigilhost just walk twice into the gauntlet. I was dying.
He's like, I'm gonna walk in, and then like, no, this is a bad fight. Let me walk out.
Get into the gauntlet, get out of the gauntlet, and he didn't die, surprisingly enough. But yeah, they did lose, unfortunately, a few of their members, so they got to be a little bit careful. But that was, once again, just a really great fight. Let's see that insane 5-man stun from life on the Trespass. That was huge for his team. Unfortunately, Took a little bit of time, too long to actually get put together, so they couldn't really turn that into anything significant. And also because they did have like the fight end up really early, they couldn't get a Black Claw. So that was 2 fights in a row where nobody's able to get that Black Claw. So let's hope that can change around very soon. We're going to see the itemization path. We do have now Cure on his first time Monocle, going to go towards his second one, or maybe once again, as I said earlier, a Tornado Trigger, even though double time Monocle is the better itemization pass on a full burst Miho. So I'm really enjoying how this one is working on their side. But though Joker has got the Atlas, which he absolutely needs to get rid of Joeyscags' potential, because he's popping off. He is 5 in 2 in 4. He's having a really good game so far.
Definitely has to agree with you here. Joey is doing absolute plays for his team right now in game 3. They look like they're going to war treads in near one. Joeyscags and live. The Trespass is going to come out defensively used, but Taunt's going to pull the Chunwalker back in, and the stun from the Miho going to connect, and they just want to kick back him into the wall and kill him, and that's going to be 1 down. They look like they're vulnerable. Oblivion has come out. The team fight has started. Crucible has been used, and now they're looking for the engage back in, but it's not going to be enough as they do just walk back away. They find a kick and in the that 1 kill onto life, and it's going to turn their heads onto the Black Claw now, Maxman.
You know, it looks just fine. They get themselves a kill. They try and turn out a global objective because they have the man advantage. Though Rudy going to try and come in, get the Blood for Blood proc, but unfortunately getting way too early into that one, and he will get secured away by Kyo with his good old trusty crit basic attack. So they will be coming out, getting the first Black Claw of this 3rd game of the day. Can they turn this into cracked open enemy base? That is their objective. They do have the
Scarf.
Scarf.
What you want to see, Max.
Yeah,
like,
they have the Scarf.
Arden's down with 4 members to defend. The Black Claw is pushing in. We see the taunt onto 2 members. Bada Boom is going to disrupt the fight, but that boots from No Man's Magmon will be able to use it. Tsukuyomi, though, has landed onto 3 members. You see their war trades instantly pop defensively there to get out of range of the Miho. Perk has gone in, and it's going to take out 1 turret and be good.
Yeah, but turned objectives into more objectives, right? That is how you play in the world of Vainglory. Ghostman going to be taken up for them in the 21-minute mark. It's still really close, actually, in terms of gold and kills, because you saw an early game potential advantage going in favor of Midget's gang, but now it's completely flipped on its head. That last fight was completely going for the Joker, and because Kyo is now in line with his itemization path, he's got that first time Monocle. He's going to go for a second one, and that is when she becomes just so much more impactful. And because he paired it up with a Tony, it just allows him even more potential in these skirmishes. So their draft is really top tier. I absolutely love what was coming down the draft phase from Team the Joker. But be careful, we are talking about, of course, Joeyscags' team, Midget's gang. They are not going to give up too easily, but Life gets a nice double man pull.
They're looking for the Tsukuyomi, has landed onto 3 members that now in preparation of the Razan, but they're going to get stunned onto 2 members anyways. Fishfoot has landed onto Kyo, has to be careful, he's caught on the back line now, but they're just going to find this Chunwalker. Waterfall has come out, Trespass used. Now Kyo has been killed on the backside, and now Joker, Gauntlet, pulled back in, and now that's going to be a second kill going over to the side of Midget's gang.
Oh, Joker!
They want this. Joker has to be careful. And we see also in the top lane, Joeyscags just pushing down the lane. He's fighting a Crookability. It's just ending the game right now. And he has to get these rotations back. So that will be the base turret taken for the side of Joeyscags. Just not going to man on Joker. There's going to be a quick juke from the Inara there. And it will be another turret falling.
I told you just a few seconds ago, it is Mitch's gang team we're talking about, and you do not want to get too overconfident, which happened there. They went a little bit too deep. They went under the 2 bot lane turrets, and they paid for their sins. Yeah, they paid for that, unfortunately. And though the engage is going to be coming on through, Joker taking quite a heavy hit, so he's got to be a little bit careful of how he's going to pull this one through. And they're going to rotate straight to the enemy jungle. Unfortunately, there's nothing to pick up for themselves, so they're going to go home with empty hands. Though, going to the jungle shop, what they're going to buy, Slumbering Husk just getting taken over by Joeyscags with good old trusty infusion, and also the capacitor plate for Rudy. So that means those Vanguards, because they got overdriven too, there's going to be really big Vanguards. And if he puts that on top of Joeyscags, like the Arden Kensei combo has just been so good since the hero has been released, and you just can't go wrong with the Kensei Arden.
When we talk about it, we do see the Atlas Pauldron has been picked up by Nara here. So the Joker going to dive in and hopefully shut down this Kensei from doing all the damage that he needs. It does not want to get that breaking point stacked up on the Kensei. Life can't quite find the hook, but they're going to run and rotate, make their way around the Blackclaw, get the vision set up as this objective does come back onto the right.
Trying to put vision and put a little bit around the board. Nomad Vagabond is going to be caught out. He uses the block really early on, and he's going to be normally going down. The taunt does go on through, and we should be seeing a first casualty being Nomad Vagabond. But no, he flasks up, and he gets the water on top of himself, and he does survive the encounter. I'm going to see actually a few members going down here. Oscuri going to be focused down. Kyo gets the kill as a Rising. Going to turn his focus over to Life now. He's going to try and get away with a trespass. Block was just on time for the side of the Joker. Now the Gauntlet going to be coming on through. No blocks remaining, and that's going to be Kun really down south. And it's going to be, look at that, Midget's gang coming out on top in the skirmish, looking for the next focus on top of Krokobulia, and that's going to be a total of 3 kills in their favor. Joeyscags absolutely popping off right here, and that's going to be a 3-for-1 trade-off, and Blackclaw open for the taking, but they're not going to
25-minute Blackclaw as well. They could have gone for that. They could have gotten Empowered Black.
What the fuck are you doing? Jesus.
I don't know what they're doing.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, that I think they could have just started that and almost baited the lead if they wanted to. They should have got this down because now it's already empowered. They could have taken it by this point.
Yeah, finally they got the Blackclaw. They're just waiting a little bit. It's going to be a 25-minute mark, so as you just said, it's going to be empowered. And the 2 first mid lane turrets will take over, so this is going to be 100% normally, if they play it well, cracked open base on the side of the Joker.
Max.
It could be at the end of the game.
Samuel needs to get over there. Like the Blackclaw's coming down, it's empowered. Like the top tier, the top lane turrets have all gone as well. But Samuel needs to get his feet over because the rest of the team are fighting right now.
Yeah. They're going to be now here. 5v5 with an empowered Blackclaw pushing through into the base of the Joker. Taunt comes on through, does connect actually on top, and the Bada Boom going to put him right in the middle of the opposing side. Divine Intervention really early on, not going to be doing too much, and he does get put to sleep by the Oblivion of this Samuel, and he does trespass away. Crucible going to be used up against the Gauntlet, but it doesn't matter. It will not be having the impact that we're looking for, and now Midget's gang, they're going lower and lower on their HP bars. This is not a fight they want to take. This is not a fight they want to pick. As be careful, Joeyscags going to be a little bit out of position. He's going to use his block really early on, which is not really what I would recommend. And it's going to be Miho trying to reposition as fast as possible. Does the double rise and gets home to his home base. But they actually win the fight. And they're going for the win. They're going for the Vein Crystal. And this is going to be the third going in favor of Midget's gang. I have no idea how they won that. Joeyscags was rushing this 1v5, just getting surrounded by every single member of the Joker.
He wasn't
getting killed. Are you kidding me?
You can't shut him down in Kinetic. You can't shut him down on Miho from yesterday. You can't shut him down in Kensei. This guy's hero pool is just too big. Even on the Miho, on Kyo's Miho, 9-5-2, Kyo played exceptionally well this game, you have to admit. But Joeyscags is just outplaying him. Even on a Kensei.
What? Like, he was surrounded. I swear to God, he was surrounded by everyone. They had the spellfire from VG Josue to just shut him down. They had the potential crit and the tension bow crit from Kyo on this Miho. And he was just one-handedly taking care of that fight and opened an opportunity for his team to finish the game. Joeyscags 100% deserving of the MVP on this third game. He just ended that game almost on